What's up, gang? Welcome back to another episode of Flawless Fantasy Football. Oh my God, the dude dropped a video. I know. Man, I just wanted to holler at my homeboys real quick, man. What's cracking, guys? It's your boy, Sir Flawless, back in the house, man. Look, how are you guys enjoying the NFL playoffs? Well, me, thanks for asking. Some things are going pretty much as planned, right? You got Baltimore there, you got San Francisco there, you got Kansas City there, you got the darling Detroit Lions there. Things went as expected in the divisional rounds with the Texans. Only scored 10 points, losing 34-10 to the Ravens. Let's talk. We don't want to talk about that. Let's talk about this weekend's games. Let's talk about this weekend. I don't care about those other games. Let's talk about. We're gonna save that one. Let's talk about the Buccaneers and the Lions. Let's talk about that. I didn't think that they was gonna allow the Lions to lose to the Bucs. The Bucs are a good team. Baker's playing well, but come on, it's like. Tom took that team to the Super Bowl. That team got a Super Bowl. They weren't going to crack nothing. Detroit has too much of a story going to lose to Tampa Bay. And considering it was at the Lions, it just wasn't going to happen. The Chiefs and the Bills. That game was going in the kind of way. At first, early, it looked like Buffalo was going to take it. They were running at will. I didn't like the fact that Gabe wasn't playing and he didn't play, because usually a team that doesn't have their star wide receiver loses. Kind of like with Philly with A.J. Brown and stuff like that, and Houston. Granted, Nico Collins is the number one, but you got the rookie over there, Tank Dell, that he's legit too, so sometimes he'd be the number one. But he's a rookie. But that team's ascending, Houston, so they'll be fine. But I'll be honest with you, people is hitting me up and like, "Hey, Flawless, why the Tampa Bay? Why they dropping so many passes?" I'm like, dude, I'm not even watching no football. I was out and about, moving around. I didn't start watching football this Sunday till late third quarter. When me and my girl went to Applebee's, I took her to Applebee's, and because we was going to go out with my piece, but then something happened there. We ended up going to Applebee's, and I wasn't watching no football. We didn't watch that like the end of the third quarter through the fourth, and really I was just trying to see what my players with my bets and stuff did. I made a little bit of money this week. Now, it wasn't a whole lot of cash though. It was just close to $200, but I just made safe bets. I wanted to come out on top this weekend, and I did. Probably going to do the same this week on Prize Picks. So. But I knew they wasn't going to win. I knew, What's going to throw a pick at the end. It's football, guys. You know what I'm saying? So, the Packers and the Niners. So I came back home, and I was watching the Packers and the Niners. And look, man, I'm gonna try not to throw too much of my sauce on it, all right? You guys know how I stand about football. You know what it is, how I feel what it is. I was actually, early in the game, when you saw Debo, he started limping or whatever, but his shoe was off. I was like, what's wrong with you now? You know what I'm saying? His shoe was off. Okay. Came right back in the game, basically, caught a pass, and he landed down on the ground. I was like, gosh, dude, there's nothing wrong with this dude. I don't believe nothing. Just like when Hamlin come in, I'll get to that in a second. I passed that. I'll get back to that. So all of a sudden, Debo's hurt. He's in the 10. He ain't coming back in. To me, that's a perfect reason for San Francisco, outside of the rain and, Brock, like he can't throw in the rain and stuff like that, to make the game competitive, because it wouldn't have made sense if the NFL was pushing San Fran and they were fully loaded and they struggled with Green Bay. That wouldn't have made no sense. So they had to be missing something in order to be going back and forth with them like that and struggling. That's just me. That's just my thought process. Away because like whenever San Francisco lost this year, those 3 games they lost, Debo wasn't playing, so it kind of coincided with that. But I don't think if they roll with Debo, he'll be back playing next week, probably with scoring all that type of crap. Um, let's go back to Chiefs and Bills. Why were the Bills all the way on their side of the field, maybe 30, 35-yard line? I almost think they was to the 40 and they did a fake punt. For what? And they did it with Hamlin too. And I'm like, ugh, ugh. I'm so sick of this freaking news, man. By the way, look, I'm not gonna ramble too much. Stick around to the end of the video, towards the end of the video. I got a little something extra, so stick around. I'm not gonna make this too much. I'm kind of a little bit tired, but I just want to holler at you guys tonight, and just want to talk about the games and stuff. But I enjoyed the games, guys. I ain't gonna sit here in front. I mean, I saw bits and pieces of most, and I watched all of the San Fran game because I gotta stay posted up in my element and watch it. Now, hey, check this out. You know what? I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna make it seem like I've been liking 49ers since I was 7, 8. I'm not gonna make it seem like there weren't times when I was sitting down watching TV. I'm here, this part of the sofa, my girl on this part of the sofa, and then let's say I miss a drop the pass, and I was going, oh come on, God, don't get, something that part of me opened up, and I was like, I had to pull that back, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But I'm not trying to sit up here and make it see, even though I feel the way I feel about an NFL and it not being organic, it's not like I could just strip away decades worth of fandom and love I had for the game. It don't work like that. It's almost like a divorce, right? I've been divorced. I was divorced in 2006, right? When I was 29 years old. Initiated divorce too, by the way. You know what I'm saying? So I don't stay in broken marriages. I initiated divorce. Totally different story. That's why a lot of men don't be able to keep their kids because they're not initiate divorces and leave these broads and let the broads jump to the courthouse. That's a whole different story. But yeah, more men need to be doing that instead of letting women initiate divorce. But my point is, because I start going off into that stuff. Don't let me get off into that stuff. I've been liking San Fran for a long time. And it hit me. It was like second down, San Fran had the ball. You know what I did? And it was good. It was in the auto. You know what I did? I went up and got up and used the bathroom. When I was in the bathroom, and I'm standing there, I'm thinking, and I hear the play going on. Kind of don't really know what's going on. I would have never got up. I would have waited until a commercial or wait until it was a punt or something like that before I miss a play in my favorite on the team that I'm pulling for, favorite team, watching them play a playoff game. It really hit me. It's like, yeah, this don't mean the same to you anymore. You know what I'm saying? And I had thought about it then. And when San Francisco won, man, trust me, I was like, you didn't be looking like, oh yeah, I told you. Straight face. I ain't post up no memes about San Francisco and how great they are because guess what? If NFL wanted Cleveland to win, Cleveland would be freaking winning. So, let's say, okay, so Baltimore won. Kansas City won. San Fran won. And Detroit won. So, I'll be honest with you. It's tough. I don't know who's going to win. I'm not going to sit up and be like, I know who's going to win. I know what makes sense, who need to be there. You know what they hold this whole Baltimore and San Francisco thing where it's like, oh, we're going to, and this crap about, this got, when the crap came out on the screen and when they said that these performers are going to be at the Super Bowl, I'm like, they didn't mistakenly do that. This is a over $1 billion industry. That didn't happen by mistake. I can't wait to see how it play out, but nothing's by mistake, guys. Not on that level. It's not a mistake. People, mind you, people used to think when Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson. People thought that was a mistake. Oh, that was on purpose. Are we adult enough to understand that was on purpose now? Seriously. Just like Tomlin standing there and as he looking at the stage and he see the returner coming, and he act like he gets out of the way. You think that was a mistake? He tried to act like his mate. We all know that was on purpose. I believe it was totally freaking stage. But come on, man. We got to do better than that. We're grown adults. Most of us have kids and stuff like that. We got to teach them how to decipher between what's real and what's not. Did that mean I'm right about everything? No, but question some stuff. All right? So, let's talk about the ESPN Pigskin Challenge. You guys know how to start running my mouth. I'm going to tell you what. Mr. M. Johnson is out there balling. He's in the lead currently with 450 points. D Major is second with 375. And I'm going to say third at Joey T with 375. Because some players, if you have the X by the team that you pick for the Super Bowl and they are out, you probably won't be getting as many points. So, but M. Johnson, he doesn't even, not to say this has anything to do with fantasy, but he's definitely a football supporter and advocate. He's a Tampa Bay Buccaneer too. I think he picked them to lose. I got to look and see. But he picked San Francisco to win the Super Bowl. D Major picked Baltimore. Boo, D Major. And Joey T picked San Francisco as well. So I believe one of those three will win it. Good luck to those two. I haven't determined the prizes yet, but like I said, it'll be comparable to last year. And we'll see where we go from there. I don't do well at these things at all. I think I'm in like 8th place out of 10. So I'm going to be checking on that, and hopefully everybody, I hope it's a close. I hope it's when it's the Super Bowl, it can go either way. Because like two people in the top 3 have San Francisco, and D Major has Baltimore. So we'll see what happens. All right, before we get into the conference championships, I'm going to do something real quick. This is yours truly, Sir Flawless, here at Flawless Fantasy Football. Breaking news. Check it out. I'm interrupting your regularly scheduled program to give you a nice box review. Come on, son, hook me up with the box. Who doesn't love a good box review, right? Look at this, guys, a box. What's in the box? Come on, who doesn't love it? Now, my son don't know what's in the box, but I know what's in the box because yours truly freaking ordered it, right? So we're going to bust it open, right? I'm near the wall and stuff like that. Never mind that. But who doesn't love a good box review? Got to be careful because of the contents, right? So let's see what's in the box. Ooh, aren't you guys excited? I'm excited. You got to get this right here. You know, back in the day, you used to get these right here. You used to pop them. Man, that used to be so fun when you're like 5 and 6, man. Or maybe 7 or 8. Oh, I see it. Oh, yeah. Oh, check it out. It's a football. It's a Wilson football. What's so special about a Wilson's football? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is just not any football. This year was the inaugural season of Flawless Fantasy Football here in 2023. And it was a 12-man, half-point PPR league. Top 6 went to the playoffs. First 2 teams had to bye. And it was a great league and a great finish. And this year, in the finals, the number 3 seed won against the number 1 seed. The number 1 seed team, known as BD, defeated the number 1 seed, Beantown, 145 to 122. And look at here. Not only is this serves as a trophy per se, just because it just looks like a regular Wilson football, but it's just not a regular Wilson football. It is your team known as BD your own personal Wilson football courtesy of Flawless Fantasy Football. Team known as BD, 2023 Flawless Fantasy Football champion. You deserved it, sir. Son, come on over here. Say congratulations to known as BD.
Congratulations to known as BD.
And the rest of the crew in Flawless Fantasy Football. Let's have a great offseason. Enjoy the playoffs. And good luck in 2024, guys.
Peace.
Later. And we're back. How was that? I thought that was pretty cool, man. That's in the mail, by the way, known as BD. I hope you enjoy it. You earned it, like I said. And it's in the mail, priority. So make sure you shoot me a confirmation. Let me know that you got it. Possibly a picture. I know how you get with your photos and stuff like that. But send me a picture of some sort so I can put you in my next in one of my next videos. Got a big video coming out soon. My voice is kind of messing up. Got a big video coming out soon, so I want to be able to add that in the video. What do you guys think is going to happen in the conference championship? You got Chiefs at Ravens. I know most people probably think Ravens because of the color scheme and everything else. Man, they inking the hell out of this Kelsey doggone thing with that girl. I mean, forget her name. Too tired to even think of her name. They milking that. They milking the heck out of that. Taylor Swift. And here's my case against Baltimore. I'm going to give you a case against San Fran too in a second. Here's my case against Baltimore. My case against Baltimore, if they go to the Super Bowl and they beat Mahomes, they're not going to allow, I believe they're not going to allow Lamar to beat Patrick Mahomes and beat Goff or 49ers. I just don't believe that. Also, I'm going to tell you right now, if he does go, he's going to fumble. I'm going to call it again. He's going to fumble, and it's going to lead to a touchdown. Just like I called and they did with Cam Newton when he fumbled against Denver, went for a touchdown. Remember, guys, when I called and I said that Jalen Hurts was going to fumble for a touchdown, and he did as well. I put that on video, and I have that. When that happened, I'm going to tell you, I jumped up and down, definitely like a fanboy. Well, even though it had nothing to do with fandom, it's all about being right. And I'm calling that again. So if Baltimore goes to Super Bowl, they were going to make Lamar. I just don't think Lamar's going to win the MVP and the Super Bowl. I don't believe that. It's too much. I don't think that's going to happen. All right, that's my take. I'm sorry. That's my case against them. Chiefs, my case for them is they're just going to force these, what do you call them? Not titles. What do you call them things when they win a whole bunch of games and a whole bunch man, I can't even think, it's too late. When they, it's like dynasties. They're going to force these dynasties down our throat. Man, that was hard to even think of. Brain is on like 50%. They're going to force dynasties down our throat. Plus, Kelsey's getting a year older, so they might try to get Patrick Mahomes one more before, you know what I'm saying, he pretty much age out. But, man, I can't see them legitimately making Kansas City win, but I can see them pushing them all the way to the Super Bowl just to get all those followers with Taylor Swift and stuff like that, you know. So I definitely can see that because they push it to the Super Bowl. That's more revenue, the more eyes that's on the channel, watching TV, watching Super Bowl, buying memorabilia and all that type of stuff for Kansas City and for the NFL because of the whole Taylor Swift demographic. So, you know, the NFL, they only care about that bread, you know. So we'll see about that. Lions, good story. I believe they've achieved enough already. They got Gibbs. They got a good 1-2 punch there. Got one of the best receivers in the league. Goff's very serviceable, above average quarterback. You can't run on that team. That team's very good. We'll see how Christian McCaffrey does against them, though. And but they are that Cinderella type team. But I hate to see them go because they're gonna lose against whoever they play. if they beat San Francisco, they're gonna lose against Baltimore or Kansas City, straight up. It's not a chance of them winning. And my case for 49ers is a lot of narratives there. It's the Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant narrative. It's the John Lynch, you know what I'm saying, being in the front office, coming from Tampa Bay narrative. It's the Shanahan narrative. He was with Atlanta. He paid his dues. He lost the Super Bowl there. Christian McCaffrey, I told you guys about that. I believe that him, Larry Zonka, and John Riggins will be the three great white running backs who all have Super Bowl victories. You got two very solid, above average wide receivers. Kittle is always beloved. I want to say they pushing him. Maybe I'm just seeing it on the site too much. You got Joey Bosa and the crew, Warner, Greenlaw. It's San Francisco's paid their dues as well. They lost against Baltimore, okay, when Kaepernick was there, and they lost against Kansas City. So they paid their dues enough to finally get there and get over the hump. Okay, look, I'm just saying it's all about paying dues, right? In life, you got to pay dues. You just can't be giving it to you, have it given to you. So we'll see. So maybe I missed one or two narratives for San Francisco. Oh, and they've also brought over. I don't want to. That's a little teaser. It's one other narrative I'm not going to mention in this video. No, I'm not giving it to you. So we'll see what happens there. I definitely believe San Francisco going to win. Believe they're going to win against Detroit, and I'm totally in the air about Baltimore and KC. The thing is, we just saw Baltimore and San Fran in the regular season, and Baltimore brought the A game and basically boat raced San Fran, and KC and San Fran will be a rematch of the last time San Francisco was in the Super Bowl. But I believe Kansas City was a better team back then with Tyreek Hill. And we had their foot on their neck. We was winning, 4 minutes in the fourth quarter, 7 minutes in the fourth quarter. And they converted on a 3rd and 16 or a 4th and 16 or something. With a duck to Tyreek Hill. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. That's all I got, guys. I ain't going to reign too long. I've been running my mouth enough. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, congratulations to known as the BD as 2023 Flawless Fantasy Football Champion. We're running back. I'm not sure about the dynamics and how we're going to do as far as content, to be honest with you. But we will run it back, okay? All right? Flawless Fantasy Football, where you hear what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Thank you guys for dealing with me. I'm feeling kind of hoarse or something. I don't know what the deal is. See you guys on the next video. I got a big video coming up. But I got to do a lot bit more research and stuff, and might go viral. Holla at your boy. Peace.